From the moment of conception till death, an individual engages in various kinds of relationships. In a way, we can say that he or she is related to someone in one way or the other. In life, we are engaged in different kinds of relationships, namely family relationships, social relationships, work related relationships, relationship with close friends, and so forth. The parent child relationship matters the most as it provides the basis for all other relationships. It can be helpful to work towards having a healthy, caring, and compassionate relationship with ourselves. And when one is able to do so, the other relationships automatically foster. In this short session, we shall dwell on the various kinds of relationships in brief. Family relationships. Family includes parents and siblings who are related to one another through blood relationship. Then there are others such as cousins, aunts, uncles, and grandparents who can be called as the extended members of the family. The bond of oneself with one's family, particularly that of a parent-child relationship, plays a significant role in the holistic well-being of a person. The parent-child relationship is one that nurtures the physical, emotional, and social development of the child. It is a unique bond that every child and parent can enjoy and nurture. This relationship lays the foundation for the child's personality, life choices, and overall behavior. It can also affect the strength of their social, physical, mental, and emotional health. Children who grow with a secure and healthy attachment to their parents stand a better chance of developing happy and content relationships with others in their life. The next type of relationship we can speak about is that of between friends. Friends are people with whom we have a bond of mutual affection. They are people with whom we love spending our time and can freely share common interests, exchange ideas, and discuss anything under the sun. In faithful friends, we can confide, trust, and count on them for anything. True friends do not know the meaning of duplicity or hypocrisy. They are like an open book to one another. They do not either deny the defects that exist in one another, rather are able to love one another in spite of their defects and weaknesses. The relationship between two friends is sometimes taken to another level of friendship, and that is the romantic level, which further, in most of the cases, is translated into spousal relationship. A romantic relationship is one in which you feel very strongly attracted to the other person, both to their personality and often also physically. A romantic relationship is the closest form of relationship, and the two people involved will often describe themselves as being attracted to each other or as being in love of one another. Another type of relationship is that of acquaintances. Acquaintances are people whom we encounter frequently, but who are not friends or relatives. For example, there may be a neighbor who lives next door, or a work colleague, or someone we have seen a few times at a social event, but do not yet know them well. In some cases, relationships that start as acquaintanceships can, over time, evolve into friendships as you get to know the person better and see them more frequently. Having looked into a few different types of relationships, let us now try to know what the scriptures have to say about them. Following are a few scriptural quotations about different human relationships. Colossians 3:19. Husbands, love your wives and do not be harsh with them. John 13:34. A new command I give you, love one another. As I have loved you, so you must love one another. John 15:13. Greater love has no one than this, to lay down one's life for one's friends. Ephesians 6:1-3. Children, obey your parents in the Lord, for this is right. Honor your father and mother, which is the first commandment with a promise, so that it may go well with you and that you may enjoy long life on the earth. In Colossians 3:20, Paul says, Children, obey your parents in all things, for this is well pleasing to the Lord. God wants us to learn to honor all people. We must submit to authority, for there is no authority except from God. A child's whole life is shaped by his parents. They are the ones who interpret reality to their children. Parents are the ones who teach their children day by day to see God and to love Him. The fourth commandment says, Honor your father and your mother, that your days may be long upon the land which the Lord your God is giving you. It is about the flow of human relationships, and at the center of all human relationships is the parent-child role. Through the fourth command, God shows us how to live together in close family units, which will in turn affect every relationship outside our home as well. God's desire is to preserve the intergenerational continuance of a vibrant faith in God. Jesus Christ showed the hypocrisy of some who tried to get out of honoring and supporting their elderly parents. In the Gospel of Matthew, God commanded, saying, Honor your father and your mother, and he who curses father or mother, let him be put to death. Following are some simple positive parenting tips that can help in a parent-child relationship. Warm and loving interactions, listening and empathizing with your child, problem solving, having boundaries, etc. On the other side, the children too should faithfully obey the fourth commandment, that is, of honoring one's father and mother. Consequently, the relationship between the parents and the children will grow fruitfully. In this short session, we have dealt on a few relationships that an individual is engaged into. A healthy parent-child relationship forms a strong base for other relationships to foster, like that of the relationship with God, one's spouse, or friends, or acquaintances. It is in a parent-child relationship that one learns the important virtues of love, trust, obedience, adjustability, service, and so forth. If in early years one's life is nurtured well through these virtues, then as one progresses in life, one can be assured of living these virtues in relationship with God and the other.